How you doing? Good. You? Keep your head up, man. I'm ready for you.
It's Coach P, a.k.a. Goat Doe, the unofficial assistant coaches, the unofficial voice of Alabama football. Let's take a look at Charlotte, North Carolina, home of the Carolina Panthers, where quarterback careers die quicker than cheap goldfish. Let's keep it all the way real. If you're a quarterback with promise and you bring your ass to Carolina, your career go die faster than a black person in a scary movie. I ain't lying. In Charlotte, as a quarterback, ain't no 15 seconds. You get 5 seconds of fame tops, and it's over. Let's look at Kerry Collins. Bless his heart. Number 5 draft pick in 95. Only if he knew what he know now. Jeez. This was the team's first ever draft pick, being a new franchise added to the NFL, the 29th franchise to be exact. Kerry Collins had a 6-year stretch of where he threw for over 3,600 yards. 6 years in a row, over 3,600 yards. That's pretty nice, KC. No relation to JoJo. 6 straight years over 3,600 yards passing. Problem is, that wasn't until 2000 through 2005 when he played with both New York and Oakland. In Carolina, his most yards was 2,700. And that was his first year as a rookie. Second and third year, both drops in yards. Though he did get his 5 seconds of fame with a Pro Bowl invite on that second year, but after that, nothing. Listen to this record. 7-6 as a rookie, 9-3 his second year, 6-7 third year, 2-9 fourth year. And speaking of 4, 0-4 and traded the following year. Cam Newton was drafted by Carolina in 2011, fresh off a college championship. And just like Kerry Collins, aka KC, no Chiefs, Cam's best statistical year was his first. And just like Scary Kerry, every year after his first, production, aka yards, took a dive. Panthers add Mike Shula, Roll Tide, as the quarterback coach, and Rod Chazinski as the OC. And the Panthers had the best year in franchise history, getting Cam his 5 seconds of fame, because he was already a star before the NFL. But hey, this is Carolina. After that year, Cam's stats continue to take a dive every year as it did when he first entered the league. Sam Darnold, weapons like Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, Robbie Chosen when he was actually making noise. All this for Darnold to go 8-10 and look like a bust. Baker Mayfield and got 2 playoff wins for 2 different teams, including the Browns, who hadn't clinched the spot since 2002. Threw for over 4,000 yards with the Bucks, but looked like he was playing the wrong sport with this organization. Mayfield and Darnold both starting for new teams right now. Between the two, 46 touchdowns and only 14 interceptions, both 2-0 right now. And now we talking Bryce. I wanted him to go number 1 just so Alabama could brag on having the number 1 draft pick, but man, I did not want him to go to Carolina. I knew that boy's stock was going to drop like the free fall at Six Flags. Shout out to the Atlanta location one time for I-20. This man had 3 coaches in 2 years. From Frank Wright to Chris T as the interim coach to Dan C this year. Bryce, you never had a chance. They lost the best receiver to get Bryce. That's as South Carolina as it gets. You lose your best receiver to get a quarterback. Like that ain't gonna affect the quarterback. So maybe that wasn't the move to make. Would you trade a top tier quarterback to get an elite receiver? Don't you think that'll affect the receiver stats once he get to your facility? Would you trade some of your best linemen for a running back? Maybe when that running back get there, he might not have the blocking he would want. I'm just saying. Speaking of running backs, Bryce McCaffrey is now in San Francisco. And you have no wide receivers, but they still want this boy to distribute the ball like Magic Johnson. Best receiver is old man Thielen. That's right, 47-year-old Adam Thielen is supposed to be Bryce's Cooper Kupp. Man, damn near 49 years old. Bryce gave him his first 1,000-yard season since 2018. He better be the main person showing Bryce love during these difficult times. 2023, it was Thielen and DJ Chark. Chark ain't 8 since his second year in the league back in 2019. Yet him and old man Thielen supposed to add life to this offense. Deontay Johnson, 6 years. 1,000-yard season with Pitt in 2021. Jonathan Mingo's second year, 418 in his first year. Ryan Williams at this point in his career at the age of 17 starting in Alabama Crimson Tide right now is a better number 1 receiver option for anybody y'all got right now in Carolina. On the real, Thielen came into the league in 2014 when Bryce was 13 years old. And now as a grown man, Bryce's whole career is in this man's hand as he's going out the door. People talking about this could be good for him. Yeah, it's going to be good for him just like it was good for them other quarterbacks who got up out of there, went elsewhere and got their career back in order. But it's embarrassing, man, killing that man confidence, and it was on a bench for a reason. It ain't the quarterback, it's the organization. Carolina could draft the next #1 quarterback. They still gonna need Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, and Jesus to get this thing back on track. Though I'm a Peyton fan, I never had much love for any other man, even the one at Texas right now, Elf from Roll Tide. But let me send a shout out to Eli Manning, who told the Chargers in 2004 he didn't want to play for them, threatened to sit out the whole season if they took him with the #1 pick. That's how every quarterback need to treat the Carolina Panthers. If you're a QB and the Panthers call your line, treat them like a bill collector and ignore that call. I ain't lying. Take your ass to Charlotte and your career go die quicker than a cell phone on 2% trying to upload 100 Snapchats. Keep your head up, Bryce. Too nice. Veins filled with solid ice. Your time coming. Be ready. Hopefully it's out a new team. At the end of the day, you still the #1 pick, eating good financially. So feel free to take some of that rookie contract money and send it to your fam. Coach P, aka Goat Doe, TheUACoaches, Roll Tide, and I'll pull up to Carolina and put the beat down on the whole front office. Like a music producer, I'm talking big toe to ass cheek. Oh. Look at these records. Cam Newton, 68-60. Jake Delhomme, 53-37. Steve Berline, 23-28. Kerry Collins, 22-20. Baker Mayfield, 1-5. A quarterback career in Carolina is like a PS5 on the water. Message. We done seen former #1 quarterback struggle before. That ain't nothing. Look at Stafford. Shout out to Alex Smith. This ain't the end of Bryce Young's career. But what I do want Bryce to do is get out of Carolina and watch how everything fall back in line. I ain't got nothing against Carolina. Used to like them and even play with them on Madden when they had McCaffrey, Moore, and Chosen out there. But as a home of a quarterback, that ain't it. Carolina has been failing their quarterback since their entrance to the NFL, and that's facts. Bryce, get out of there before it's too late. Any other person on that team at any other position, this ain't about you. But any quarterback with potential, be well. Andy Dalton, go ahead and get your 5 seconds of fame in a Panthers jersey. But if you got any more hope for your career, you will get out of there as well. Roll it.
I'd like to apologize to anyone I've not offended yet. Please be patient. I'll get to you shortly.
Quick homework assignment. 1, make sure you join us on Facebook. 2, get in these comments and let me know which team would you like to see land Bryce Young. Or should he have max patience and stay in South Carolina and actually wait on those guys to go and trade or draft receivers to put around this young man? It's crazy how he keeps getting compared to Stroud, but look at the receivers they put around that young man this fast. We definitely not worried about the career of Bryce Young. We definitely not thinking Bryce Young days are over. We seen this happen with plenty of quarterbacks before. But we are curious, what are your opinions on his next move? What do you want to see happen in Carolina? The deathbed of NFL quarterbacks. Roll it.